Welcome to episode 12 of OTD, your daily dose of soccer history by 17 Laws Guy. Today is November 12, 2016. We are in Polokwane, Limpopo. World Cup qualifying, Africa's route to Russia. South Africa versus Senegal, Bafana Bafana against the Lions of Teranga. Minutes tick and tackles nip, and then the match tips on a whistle. A penalty that never was, and a night that will eventually be replayed, rejudged, and remembered far beyond the scoreline. But first, let's walk the night. Kick-off, and inside the first half it all unravels. In the 42nd minute, Ghanaian referee Joseph Lamptey awards a phantom handball against Senegal's Kalidou Koulibaly and points to the spot. South Africa converts for 1-0. In overtime, with Senegal still fuming, Bafana restart off a quickly taken free kick, and Tulani Serero scores before the interval, 2-0 at halftime. These two calls, taken together, are precisely the pair of wrong decisions FIFA later cited when it annulled the result and banned Lamptey for life. Importantly, alarm bells went off almost immediately. FIFA's early warning system, working with betting market partners, flagged the game within hours for highly irregular live odds movements on total goals markets and recommended a manipulation review. Their final monitoring noted that bookmakers hadn't adjusted goal lines despite unusual odds shifts, and it singled out these two first-half decisions. One, the phantom handball that never was, and incidents minutes later when Lamptey failed to stop a quick restart by South Africa. An omission investigator said facilitated more goals being scored, aligning with the suspicious betting pattern. Within months, FIFA's disciplinary committee imposes a lifetime ban for unlawful influencing a match result. The appeals committee upholds. Joseph Lamptey goes to the Court of Arbitration for Sports, or CAS for short, which rejects the appeal in September 2017. Neither FIFA nor CAS publicly alleged or needed to prove a specific cash payment to impose a life ban. The decisions focus on the referee's actions and their effect on the match, not on tracing money flows. So if you're looking for a smoking gun bank transfer in the public record, it isn't there. And this wasn't a bolt from the blue. The same FIFA integrity dossier reviewed Lamptey's recent assignments and flagged multiple prior matches for anomalies, including AFCON qualifier fixtures earlier in 2016, finding an unusually high penalty rate versus peers and a clear consistent pattern of concern before South Africa and Senegal were ever kicked off. And because the integrity of the World Cup qualification group has been compromised, FIFA orders something almost unheard of at this level: to replay the match in full. Same fixture, fresh slate. The statutes give FIFA that tool when the result can't be trusted. So almost a year later, on November 10, 2017, they go at it again in Polokwane. No controversy this time, just Senegal's class. Diafra Sakho opens the scoring, and an own goal seals it. South Africa 0, Senegal 2. The Lions go on to clinch Russia 2018. Now stitch the arc. At the World Cup 8 months later, Senegal are a single fair play point from the knockouts. They finish level with Japan on points, goal difference, goals scored, and head-to-head, separated for the first time in World Cup finals history by the fair play tiebreaker, which are fewer cards. Japan advance, Senegal go home. Football's margins, avoided qualifier, a replayed win, and then the tiniest yellow card edge denying a round of 16 place. Match manipulation isn't new and isn't confined to one continent. Here's a very quick overview of the infamous. England, 1915. The Good Friday betting scandal between Manchester United versus Liverpool. It stains the pre-war game. Italy, 1980. The Totonero exposes a betting ring. Clubs were docked and stars were banned. France, 1993. The bribery scandal around Olympique Marseille and Bernard Tapie, which stripped a European champion of a domestic title. And then Italy, again, in 2006. The Calciopoli. Not betting this time, but systemic referee influencing and appointments. Different mechanism, same corrosion. Since 2013, data-led surveillance has matured. Hundreds of suspicious matches are flagged each year. In 2021 alone, Sportradar reported over 900 suspect events across sports, an indicator of how widespread manipulation attempts are and why monitoring is now permanent plumbing. Two pragmatic truths follow. First, regulators move faster now. Integrity units, betting market alarms, and data models can surface anomalies within minutes. And second, betting companies themselves are a frontline stakeholder. Their licenses depend on clean markets, so their alerts often seed investigations that football associations and prosecutors take forward. That's the ecosystem that ultimately caught Joseph Lamptey's night in its net. So what do we take from Polokwane on this day in 2016? Three things, one from each layer of the game. First, from the pitch. One whistle can still move mountains. The 2016 penalty call didn't just change a game, it forced a replay, rerouted a qualification campaign, and set up a World Cup near miss defined by a single card. Second, from the law book. The integrity clauses have real teeth. CAS's backing of a life ban without a public paper trail of payment shows the threshold here is influence on the match, not just bribery's receipt. And finally, third, from the system. The sport's immune response is better than it was. Detection is quicker. Remedies like replays are now thinkable, and the message is clear. Manipulate the result, and the game will erase it, and you. That's all for the 12th episode of OTD, your daily dose of soccer history. Lamptey's whistle, the replayed qualifier, and the long, complicated fight against fixing. If you got corrections or some insight on integrity, ops, or a case you want us to revisit, email us at otd@17lawsky.com. Subscribe, rate us 5 stars, and share with anyone who loves the game enough to keep it honest. Tomorrow, November 13, back to 1927 and the very first Midroba Cup. Central Europe's Super Club pioneers. See you then.